Somewhere in the middle of the world's largest hot desert, where temperatures can fry an egg on sand and the wind whispers like it's hiding something, there's a place where palm trees sway, water flows, and life doesn't just survive, it thrives. Yes, this is still the Sahara Desert. No, this is not a mirage. And no, the sand didn't just take a coffee break. This is an oasis, a real one, and it's one of nature's best-kept secrets. Now before you scroll, listen to this. There's a tiny town called Kufra, deep in southeastern Libya. It's in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by a whole lot of nothing, and yet, there's fresh water, crops, people, livestock, date palms so stubborn they refuse to die, and even underground rivers quietly fueling it all. And guess what? Some of these oases aren't even visible from the surface. They're fed by ancient fossil water trapped underground for over 20,000 years. Water that literally predates the pyramids. It's like the desert has a secret stash it doesn't want anyone to know about. Oh, and by the way, it's not just one or two lucky spots. There are over 90 major oases scattered across the Sahara. So while the rest of the desert is out here trying to win the Least Hospitable Environment Award, these oases are quietly running little desert spa resorts for plants, animals, and entire civilizations. The Sahara might look like a never-ending sandbox of doom, but these oases are the plot twist. They're not just pretty ponds with a few palm trees for Instagram aesthetics. They're full-blown ecosystems. Entire lifelines for communities, traders, birds, reptiles, and migrating animals. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Some oases, like the one in Siwa, Egypt, grow over 300,000 date palm trees. That's not a typo, 300,000, in the desert. In fact, those trees are so well rooted in the culture that locals still use ancient methods to manage water from nearby springs. It's like the community hit the pause button on time and decided modern plumbing was overrated. Meanwhile, the desert's like, oh, you want rain? And the oasis is like, nah, I've got this underground aquifer from 18,000 BC. And here's a weird one for you. Some of these oases are home to saltwater lakes, not freshwater, like Lake Al Ma in Libya. Yep, just a casual saltwater lake chilling in the middle of a frying pan, because the Sahara likes to keep things confusing. Like, hey, you're thirsty? Here's a giant lake. Oh wait, surprise, it's saltier than your ex's texts. Now, without these oases, humans wouldn't be able to live in vast parts of the Sahara. No trade routes, no agriculture, no communities. No camels casually walking through with that "I've seen some things" face. Caravans relied on these oases like phones rely on chargers. Miss one, and you're toast, literally. And I know what you're thinking. Okay, but are they really that important? Well, let's put it this way. If ancient oases hadn't existed, we wouldn't have had trans-Saharan trade routes, no spices moving across continents, no spread of cultures, and probably no one to thank for inventing eyeliner in 4000 BC. Yes, that's your eyeliner's origin story. Desert people, with style. The Sahara's oases are also responsible for ancient civilizations popping up in the middle of nowhere, like the Garamantes, who figured out underground irrigation before most of the world even figured out forks. And here's the part no one talks about. The natural engineering of these oases is so advanced, it would make modern cities blush. Some use fog catchers, others channel water through gravity-fed tunnels buried under the sand, not a drop wasted. Meanwhile, cities today can't even handle a little rainfall without flooding the streets and trapping Uber drivers for hours. Now let's talk strategy. Why should you even care about some desert puddle with palm trees? Because this is the real definition of resilience. These oases are a reminder that even in the worst, most unforgiving places, life still finds a way to keep going. Not loudly, not dramatically, just quietly, efficiently, beautifully. Every single one of those green dots on the Sahara's endless beige map is a lesson in survival, balance, and resourcefulness. And the fact that you probably never learned about most of them, well, that's just proof they're still hiding in plain sight. And here's something that will really make you pause. Oases aren't just useful, they're sacred. Many communities treat them like living beings, protected, revered, passed down. Because once you lose an oasis, you don't just lose water, you lose history, culture, and connection to the land. That's why nomads still tell stories about the ones that vanished. Yes, oases can die too, and when they do, even camels get confused. So yeah, the Sahara's out here hiding ancient water, farming palm trees, and casually sustaining life like it's no big deal. And here we are shocked when our Wi-Fi works during a storm. Now if this made your brain blink twice like, wait what? Go on, hit that subscribe button. Let's be honest, you're already 3 facts deep. Might as well stay for the rest. And don't worry, no camels were bribed in the making of this video. But if one shows up asking for dates, just hand it over. They're stubborn, and they hold grudges.